Whatever brought you here tonight, you don't have to carry it anymore. Not into this moment, not into your sleep. The weight you've been holding, set it down right here, right now, because there's someone else who wants to carry it for you, and he's been waiting to exchange your heaviness for his lightness, your chaos for his calm, your restlessness for his rest. So breathe, just breathe, and let him meet you here. There's a verse that says, God is our refuge. But do you know what that word really means? In Hebrew, it's mokshe. It means a shelter, a hiding place, a place where wild animals go when the storm comes. Somewhere small, intimate, protected. That's what God is for you tonight. Not some distant deity watching from far away, but a shelter, close enough to touch, warm enough to feel safe in, strong enough that nothing can breach its walls. The mountains could crumble into the sea. The earth could split in two. The waters could rage like they've lost their minds. But in that shelter, in that sacred space with him, you are unmoved, unshaken, untouched by the chaos outside, because the storm doesn't define your reality anymore. His presence does. So come into the shelter, leave the noise outside, and just be still. David once wrote something extraordinary. He said he could lie down and sleep, not because his circumstances were perfect, not because his enemies had disappeared, but because God alone made him dwell in safety. Think about that word, alone. Not God plus your own strength, not God plus perfect conditions, not God plus having everything figured out. Just God alone. That's enough. Tonight, you don't need everything to be resolved. You don't need all the answers. You don't need to have your life together. You just need him, and he's here. So let your body remember what safety feels like. Let your nervous system recognize peace. Let every muscle that's been braced for impact finally waniri soften, because you're not under threat here. You're under his wings, and that changes everything. Pause. There's this beautiful phrase in the Psalms. It talks about having a multitude of anxieties, not just one worry, a multitude, like a crowd of fears all shouting at once, all demanding attention, all trying to convince you they're the most important thing. But then it says something powerful. God's comforts delight the soul, not just calm it, not just quiet it, they delight it. Imagine that. In the middle of the multitude, in the center of the crowd of anxieties, God brings something so beautiful, so soothing, so perfect, that your soul finds delight. Not just relief, delight. That's what he wants to give you tonight. Not just the absence of anxiety, but the presence of something so good, so pure, so him, that it actually brings you joy. Even now, even here. Pause. Everyone knows Psalm 23, but have you ever noticed what the shepherd does first? He makes the sheep lie down, not suggests, not invites, makes. Because sometimes sheep don't know when to rest. They'll graze until they collapse. They'll worry until they're worn out. They'll keep moving even when their bodies are begging them to stop. Sound familiar? Maybe you're like that too. Maybe you don't know how to stop, how to rest, how to just be still. So tonight, let him make you lie down, not in a harsh way, but in the way a loving shepherd guides his beloved sheep, gently, firmly, into green pastures, not brown, not dead, green, full of life.